We recently developed a servohydraulic mechanical tester, and we used DAQ2GO to make a complete instrument personality with the device. There were 7 steps that we did to make the complete instrument personality, and we did it and assembled it into a Excel workbook. We defined the general personality of the instrument. We added the practical details. Then we really finalized the thing after review. Then we recalled resources from DAQ2GO. We modified those resources to match what we wanted. And then we neatened it up and we saved it. And then you'll see at the end of this a couple of examples where we used that template. The general personality is basically like this. We wanted a single user interface shown on the left with the key features of a single page look, a real-time display in the center, some command buttons probably over to the right, and we wanted the thing to make sure it showed the sample name. So we really wanted it to finish off looking like this, which had several parts. The most important was a real-time display in the center, and then individual down here, instantaneous values for all the important parameters. And then, of course, we wanted over on the right-hand side our command buttons. So if we went through our list of resources, we found immediately this workbook, which contained what looked like what we wanted. And we wanted to put a real-time data log right here, and then throw some user inputs over here. As it turns out, the second page of that workbook has these graphs on it. So what we did first is took away all but one graph. We formatted the whole cell gray. Then we stretched the graph and put it in place right over the cells, and we colored it to match. And then we added an XY plot. We changed the characteristics on the one graph we saved and left it in place here. We then took separate cells and we wrote the names in some of them, and then we defined the contents of these cells according to other cells in the various parts of the workbook. We then added command buttons down the right. These are just ActiveX controls, and this shows the notes that we had for what each button had to do. Then we neatened it up where we took away our notes, and this is what it would look like. Then we went to the control sheet page of that initial workbook, and we saw all of the parameters we needed. We got a little bit fancy and we added a few more of our own. And then we went to the methods page and we added details that would be appropriate depending on which instrument we put this thing on. For example, if you put it on an Instron frame, you have a certain voltage you want to send out as a drive, whereas in the servohydraulic, it's a different voltage value going to a given hydraulic valve. The result, of course, gave us traditional plots of the data, which was the force versus distance. And then we used the control sheet to be able to even do cyclic testing, and we could see hysteresis performance on some samples. So, in summary, the process for using DAQ2GO is just define the look that you want, go get the resources from DAQ2GO workbooks that are around, add the various items that you'd like, and personalize it a little bit. That's really all there is to this.